Here at Simply Garden, with over 50 years of gardening experience, I believe in keeping things simple and productive while gardening in your own backyard. Got a couple things to show you tonight. We're going to be planting in our cucumbers along here. I had to rebuild my trusty old trellis. I've probably had this thing, oh my goodness, I don't know, probably 25 years maybe. Could be that long, but anyways, some of the pressure treat had given out, so we rebuilt it, and we're going to make a couple changes here. I used to put cucumbers on both sides, but I realized I never really used the cucumbers that much. Just had them on the front side. That's all I really cared about. Back here I do plant corn in this raised bed. I already have the squash coming up. I'm going to do something different. I used to always plant the cantaloupe in the middle of the raised bed between the peas, but kind of ran short of space this year, and just sometimes you just overplant things. But anyways, I'm going to be putting the cantaloupe along here. They can trellis them. You do have to tie them up as they grow though, because otherwise they'll fall right back down, but they do like being off the ground. Plus you get more space saving, and also you get a cleaner fruit. So we'll keep your eye on that as that starts happening. The plants themselves are growing in individual containers right now. I want to get them to where they get the full true leaf set up. The true leaf starts coming out of the seedlings, and then I'll go ahead and plant those in there. So they're just fine being over on the where they get the full sun during the day. So we're going to plant cucumbers along here. Got a couple different varieties. One's a cucumber Chicago pickling by Baker Seeds. Another one is cucumber market more from Harris Seeds. And some of these I've already pre-planted. And I got a couple of the picklings. So we'll throw these in over here. And I do plant them about every foot apart. That works out fine. Gives plenty of space for them. Just like that. Another one here, every foot. And then we'll go ahead and put the cutworm collars around, because these are tender plants and the cutworms will seek them out like a hawk. So we'll put a couple of these guys around there. There we go. All right. These over here. And I'm going to put a couple other, the market more down this side. In the middle I'll do a couple more plantings of actual seed for, that we can keep a rotation of things coming. I did pre-plant these things in peat pots, but for some reason the rest didn't come up too well. But that's alright. Hey, peat pots never go to waste. We'll just throw them out here and they'll become part of the soil. Alright. And it's getting time to recut my beds again. I'll probably do that this weekend sometime. Do it about every 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. But it is nice. You can walk in with bare feet, and if you choose to. There we go. These will grow right up in the trellis very nicely. Okay. Oops, whoop, whoop. Slide it around a little bit. There we go. A little closer there. Okay. And then over here I'm going to plant a couple packages of seeds to get the cutworm collar back around these here. These don't look too good, but the true leaf is coming out. That's what matters the most. We've had an interesting spring this year as far as things getting started. It's been, it gets cold and it gets hot. In fact, the latest weather forecast is next week. We're in zone 5 in southern New Hampshire, so it'll get down to the 40s at nighttime next week. So a little concerned about that, because tomatoes typically don't want to go below 50 degrees, but oh well.
I guess they're gonna have to deal with it.
I'm not gonna blanket whole tomato bed. It would actually hurt them probably. I could always put spun polyester out too. If they're gonna get that cold, I might just go ahead and put it out. I do have it, and that'll help protect it not to, or is that gonna get freezing? But we don't get that kind of cold weather here in southern New Hampshire that often. So we're gonna plant a few seeds in here. Plant these here about ½ inch to inch deep. Ooh, what was I gonna hear? Uh-oh. I'll let the pickles up a little bit there. Just dropped my seeds. Here we go. Put a few in here. They come up, I'll thin them down to 1 or 2. We'll put some pickling over here. Now they say picking for making pickles. You know, I've never made pickles. Maybe some of you like making pickles out there. I don't know. I've always want to, but kind of like when they start coming, it's like the busiest time of year in the garden. You're harvesting everything else that's coming along, and you just never get a chance to do that. Well, that was kind of, oops. I'll get these seeds up because I can use them. Keep them dry, use them for next year. All right. So we'll go ahead and give them a good drink of water, and I'd use a solution of fish emulsion. I don't always use the full strength for seedlings, but enough to get them going. There we go. You know, if you're just happy here. Got the celery down below. Look at the dark leaves already coming out. If you can see that. Looking really good. Next, I'm going to be planting beans tomorrow, and going to plant another bed of corn. Keep that coming. And probably fertilizing more corn too. So the season's rolling along quickly. It goes fast, but it's a lot of fun. And I appreciate you viewing my channel. And we'll be back with more. If you like what you saw, please subscribe.